Hello and welcome. My name is Mostafa Hosseini. Today, I got asked about how to measure the success of a website redesign project. So people that go through a website redesign project, business owners don't usually know what to expect, how to go about it, and what to measure and how to measure the success of a website redesign project. So I'm going to share the process on how to hold your designer responsible and accountable and what to expect and make it very clear about what you should do. So let me share my screen with you so we know what we're going for. All right, so how to measure the success of a website redesign project. So the number one thing that you should aim for and your intention should be to create more engagement on your website to drive more conversions, okay? So people are more engaged on your site, they spend more time, they explore your site, there is better offers, there is more and visible call to actions, and so that at the end of the day, you get more conversions, you get more customers, you get more leads out of your website. Now, how do you do that? How do you exactly do that? Now, what do you need to do before you start your website redesign project, right? So you need to know your numbers. You need to know your website numbers through Google Analytics, right? So you need to get on Google Analytics and know a month or two before you start the redesign project, what is happening and what are the numbers. So you can compare and do a before and after, right? Hopefully you already have Google Analytics set up on your site so you could just go in there and know the numbers. And here are some of the numbers that you can know and measure. So if you go on your Google Analytics, under the Audience tab, click on Overview. Now in here, there are about 4 numbers that are important for your measurements here and show you engagement. So number 1 here, number of sessions per user. That shows how many times a user has visited your website on different days. So user number 1 has come to our website and that was the only time that he was there. He left and he never came back. User number 2 visited our website and she came back 3 times and looking for information, maybe trying to get the deal, download an ebook or whatnot. So that's what it stands for. How many times a user during a given period is visiting our website on average. So that's one number to look for. Next one is pages per session. So once I visit your website, how many pages on average do I visit on your website? Is it 1 page? Is it no page? Is it 5 or 10 pages? That's a very important number to know. Next one is the average session duration. That's another number about engagement that you want to work on. So if I visit your website, do I spend an average of 1 minute on your website or do I spend 5 minutes on your website, right? So that's another number to look for. Then bounce rate is another measurement for you to work towards and set as a metric for measurement of your redesign project. A bounce rate is the number of people, that percentage of the people that visited your website and left right away. The duration of that visit is 0 seconds. So they visited your site and they went, oh God, I'm in the wrong place, click, out. That's bounce rate. So what you want to do is you want to set up new goals for what this website redesign project is going to do for you. And you could do it based on this metrics. For example, number of sessions per user, that's a number that you want to increase. So you want to have people come back, have more engaging, valuable information in there for those people so they are inclined to come back and get more. Maybe you publish awesome blogs, maybe you give them good ebooks to download. Whatever you're offering, you want to encourage them to come back and visit your website. Now, next one is pages per session metric that you want to increase that number. For example, right now they visit 1.93 pages per session on average. Let's say that we want to increase that number to 3 pages per session with this redesign. So with that, you got to design your funnels and you got to make sure that your design is good enough to walk people through a funnel and then have them go through the entire process so they would turn into a lead or a prospect, and so you could work on closing that person or company to turn them into a paying customer. So that was number 2. You want to increase that. Next one is average session duration. So in this number right now, it's under a minute. People that visit our website, they stay on our website with an average of 47 seconds. Let's say we want to double that number and take it up to 2 minutes per user on average with this redesign project. So you need to think about, what do we need to do to keep people engaged and keep them on the website so they stay longer, right? That's another measurement that you could look for. And then with the bounce rate, you want to decrease your bounce rate. So again, bounce rate is a percentage of people that left right away. So you want to have less people leave your website and you want more people to stay. That means your bounce rate should be lowered. So maybe you want to bring it down to 50% from 62%, or you want to even have a lower number. So you set your goals and you set very specific goals on what these numbers should look like so you can measure and do it before and after. Now, another thing to look for on your website redesign project is more email opt-ins on your website. For example, if you're offering to download an ebook, a white paper, a checklist for people to watch a video, to opt in for your webinar and whatnot, that is another number to look for and benchmark before and after the website redesign project. This will allow you to grow your list, which in turn, with your list, you could do your marketing, you could do your email campaigns, do your launches and whatnot. That's another number to look for. So you want to know how many opt-ins you're having on your website on average right now. For example, you would say, I have 50 opt-ins for my ebook right now, and we're going to try to double that or increase that by 10 or 20% or 50%. I want to go up to 100 opt-ins with this website redesign project, or your landing page with the redesign project. So that's another metric to look for. At the end of the day, what you're looking for is the number of phone calls and email inquiries and the number of leads that are coming in through your website. So you need to know exactly how many phone calls you're getting from your website right now and how many email inquiries you're getting from your website on a monthly basis or on a weekly or daily basis. So knowing your number allows you to know what's happening right now and allows you to set goals and a benchmark to where we're going. If you don't know how many calls you're getting to your website, you could use a service like Call Tracking Metrics. Through Call Tracking Metrics, you could set up different phone numbers for different advertising and marketing channels, so you know exactly how many calls and how many conversions you're getting from your website, from your Facebook ads, from your Google ads, from your direct mail offline campaign, and name it. So you need to know how many calls are coming in. For your email inquiries, you need to count or have a plugin or a software to count how many email inquiries are coming in through your website, so that you know at the end of the day, at the end of the month, your website is producing 20, 50, 100 new leads per month, and then now you want to increase that by 10%, by 20%, or you want to double the number. Now, while you're going at this, be careful to set up realistic numbers. And be careful with the promises that some of these web companies and marketing companies out there are making to you. For example, oh, why don't you let me redesign your site and we're going to increase the number of your calls by 300%. Now, that's possible. If you go from 1 call to 3 calls, that's a 300% increase or maybe 200% increase. But you got to know and understand that what they're promising you is possible and achievable. Ask them, how do you think this is going to happen? And they gotta have a good answer for that, okay? And you might want to ask for other examples of other companies that they've done it for, or have them show you the process of exactly how this is going to happen. So again, at the end of the day, you want more phone calls and you want more email inquiries and more business. That's what we are all here about. Now, once you've done the redesign project, another question I get asked is, how long does it take for me to see results? Okay, so we've seen as much as you launch a new site and you start seeing results day 1, because there's already traffic and there was a good design, and now people are just calling and making inquiries because they like what they see and what the site is converting. And sometimes the company, the design company, needs to adjust and modify and optimize the design and the layout and the offer and whatnot to make it work. So you need to work with the company to adjust the offer or the design to make sure that it's working and it's converting. So I would give it anywhere from a month or two to, again, measure your numbers to know your average session duration, pages per visit, and number of calls and email inquiries to be able to make this a successful project. If you have any questions about this process and how to measure it, and if you have any questions, visit presara.com/apply. Be happy to get on the phone with you and answer any questions you have about this project or any other marketing projects you have on the go. That's what I do as a small business marketing coach. I help small business owners grow and scale their business and increase their profits between 10 to 50%. My name is Mostafa Hosseini. I hope you enjoy this video. If you like the video, please hit like. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll be happy to get back to you. Subscribe to our channel, and please share it with people that could potentially benefit from this information. I know a lot of people that get burnt with their money and they don't get a return on their investment, and a positive return on investment is very important for business owners so that they're not wasting their money and resources. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.